There are so many things that I love about motherhood and so many things that I looked forward to with becoming a mom, but something that I am especially excited about is birthdays and getting to create a special day for my children that is meaningful, where they feel loved, and something that is intentional. I have so many wonderful memories of my own birthdays growing up, and there is something very nostalgic about them, and that is very much the focus of this week because Danny is turning 1 this week. I've definitely found myself looking back on the last year, and something that I think is special about birthdays is getting to reflect on the past year and just celebrate that person, celebrate the life that God has given them. And for me, especially with it being my first baby's first birthday, I feel like it's also a celebration of me becoming a mom because it's been a year. I have learned and grown so much. And so this day I want to be very special and intentional, but I do not want it to be stressful. So there's a few things that I am doing and keeping in mind to keep the day very simple, also beautiful, but a day ultimately that we can all enjoy. And that's what I'll be sharing in today's video. I will take you along over the week. It will be a little bit of a week in the life. I might share some other things along the way, but the main focus is birthday prep. I know that first year birthdays can be such a big, momentous occasion, and it is. And if you're someone that goes like all out, good for you. And honestly, I thought that that would be myself too. I had all these plans for a first birthday party, and the more I was thinking about it and planning, I just thought, you know what? This is a lot of work and also could end up being a lot of money. And so, like I said, we're keeping things simple. And my hope is that we can enjoy time together and make some really special memories on this first birthday. It feels good to have those cupcakes in the oven. I will have to do a couple of batches. I'm doubling the recipe, so there should be about 30 cupcakes total. And my plan is, because our birthday celebration is actually in 2 days from now, so I'm going to take the cupcakes once they're baked, let them cool completely, and then freeze them. I did this last week when I baked a birthday cake for Danny. We don't have any family close by, and so we were able to travel to visit some family over the weekend. We did just a small, sweet and simple little birthday get together with his cousins, and that was so fun. And I did bake a chocolate cake for that get together. Oh my goodness, you guys, this cake was so good. It was a new recipe that I tried, and I'm not just saying that, like, it truly was so delicious. My husband even said he thinks it's the best chocolate cake he's ever had. And no, I don't think that he was just trying to encourage me, because he would definitely tell me, he would tell me politely, but he would definitely tell me if it wasn't the best. And he really could not stop talking about it. So I will leave the recipe down below for that cake. I did the cream cheese frosting. Oh, it was such a good combination. And I will say, for the recipe, I did a couple substitutions. I used avocado oil instead of, I think it called for vegetable oil. And then I also did not have buttermilk, but I ended up just using regular milk, 2%, and adding some lemon juice. So you can look up kind of the ratio online. I think it's like a cup of milk to a tablespoon of lemon juice. And I did that instead of buttermilk, and it was amazing. For these cupcakes, these are banana cupcakes, and I'm going to do a cream cheese frosting again. Oh, but what I was saying about the freezing of the cakes was, for the cake I did over the weekend, I baked the cake a couple days in advance, put it all in the freezer once it was very, very cooled. And then when I was ready to ice it, I just took them straight out of the freezer, unwrapped them, and iced them frozen. And then that was the day before we were going to eat it. So then I just put it in the fridge once it was all iced. And then by the time we were actually eating it, it had thawed and it was perfect. And that method of freezing it makes it so much easier to ice. So I'm doing the same thing again with these cupcakes, and I think that will turn out really well. So that's a good little hack for you. I do also have a list of birthday things that I will share with you, kind of our plan for the week. I've got everything mapped out, and I really want this birthday to be cost effective as well. So I'm making my own cupcakes. I'm going to be making some decorations. I find that birthdays and celebrations are just a great excuse to bake and to craft, two things that I love doing. That, I mean, I bake quite a bit, but crafting, I don't as much. So things like this, I really take the opportunity to just enjoy, but again, not making it stressful. So our goals for today are to bake the cupcakes. We're not icing them, we're just baking them and freezing them. We need to head out to do a couple errands. I have some things to pick up, such as like plates and cups and napkins, and I want to get some balloons as well, which I'm kind of actually planning this whole shindig around colors. So I'm going to hopefully find the colors that I want for the balloons, and then it's going to be a little bit of a teddy bear theme, which I thought would be really simple because I can just use teddy bears that we have to decorate. I also am going to get a watermelon, and I'll need ice, and I think I'll try and find just some little mini bottled waters for people to have. I'm also going to do lemonade, and I will make that on the actual day. So like I said, we have a few errands to do today, and I also would love to make a banner, like a happy birthday banner. I'm thinking this might just be something that we reuse year after year, so I'm not necessarily going to make it on theme, just more neutral so that it could go with all sorts of themes. And then I think that would be special to reuse every year, like for everybody's birthdays. And I think that is it for today. Oh, I also do want to get some flowers. I thought that flowers would be a simple decoration that I can also just enjoy over the next few weeks. So when we were on our walk this morning, I did actually pick some wildflowers, which was awesome. These are kind of the colors that I'm going for, like whites, blues, and yellows, and oranges. I will actually go ahead and share my inspiration board. I do this whenever I'm doing some sort of project or like decorative creative thing, because it just helps me to get my ideas out there and stay on track of what I'm wanting to get done. So these flowers are very nice. I especially love the color of this blue, and I think when we're at the grocery store, I will just see if I can get a few more small bouquets just to kind of add to it. And I think that will be a really nice addition to the food table. While I'm out here, I might as well give you a little bit of a garden update. This is our romaine lettuce. It is so happy. I am actually going to be harvesting some of this week because, I mean, they're just so full. I think they're ready, and I didn't buy lettuce this week because I knew that I would have some from the garden. Our cucumbers over here were pretty thirsty, I think, so I'm glad that I was able to get out here and water them. And I noticed we have a little baby cucumber. That is so exciting. That's the first one that I've seen, but there are so many blossoms. A lot of them are like down below. As you can see, I didn't end up getting a trellis. They're just kind of crawling on the garden ground, and I think I'm just gonna leave them. They don't seem to be interfering with the spinach and lettuce, but maybe if they get too crazy, I could always put them on a trellis later on. But look, so much yellow. And I mean, that is just so exciting. Look at that. Wow. Our peppers are still coming along. They have a lot more leaves, which I'm excited to see. And I know that they're a slow growth, so I think we won't harvest until the fall, but I do actually see some little buds. Do you see that? So I don't know, maybe we'll be getting something sooner, but I also feel like they're too small. Our parsley is just so happy. I'll be using this week in a recipe. And then our zinnias and cosmos. I trimmed the cosmos back quite a bit, and hopefully we will get more blooms. I hope I didn't like accidentally kill it. And then our zinnias, which I might actually trim. Oh, there's a happy bee. I might actually trim that one to add to our flower bouquet. We have been able to harvest some tomatoes, but it is looking very sad. We were gone this weekend and I'm afraid it's a bit dry. So I did just give everything a good water, but these herbs are looking a little bit too dry as well. So hopefully everything can bounce back okay. And we've got some nice tomatoes coming in. Our jalapeno is starting to look a little wilty, so I gave it a good water, as well as this planter pot has been so happy, but I just think it was really thirsty. So again, hopefully it can bounce back, and I'll probably pop out here later and kind of prune off some of the dead leaves. I feel like these cupcake liners just sort of elevate the cupcake. I got them on Amazon, and they're also nice because then you can grab the edges when they are fresh out of the oven and hot. So it makes it super easy to transfer them to a cooling rack. All right, this should be the last batch. Pop these in, and then I think nap time should be over soon and we will head out to do our errands. All right, we are here for a quick stop at the party store. I'm looking for plates, cups, napkins, and balloons. I'm really hoping that I can find the colors that I'm looking for. And then once we're done here, we'll head to the grocery store where we will pick up a few more things. Something else that makes parties and events like this more simple is just by using things that you already have. So like I mentioned, I'm using the teddy bears. I might just use baskets that I have around the house. Instead of going out and buying things that might even work better, I'm just going to use as much of what I have as possible. I have a cake stand that I'll use for the cupcakes. Ideally, I know like a tray stand would be awesome, but I don't have one, so I'm not gonna go buy one. I'm just gonna use what I have. Another thing that I've thought about is a tablecloth, which we don't have a tablecloth for our like foldable table that I'm planning to use. But what I'm thinking is of actually using our picnic blanket because it's that gingham pattern, which is kind of part of the theme too with like teddy bear picnic. So I'm gonna try and use that. But another good hack for tablecloths is just to, someone just pulled up beside me and saw me filming. Love when that happens. Anyways, a hack is to use a thrifted bedsheet for a tablecloth. So I might actually head to the thrift store tomorrow and get one if the tablecloth or if the picnic blanket situation doesn't work. But for now, let's go ahead and head in and see what we can find. Well, we got everything that we wanted at that store. Went ahead and bought the balloons, but they are going to inflate them and I will pick them up tomorrow. I hope that the colors look good together. I tried to choose colors that were kind of matching the color scheme. I forgot that we have a bulk barn in our area. I thought that we didn't, and so I thought I was going to have to drive a little bit. That's why I was going to save it for tomorrow. And then I was driving and I was like, I'm pretty sure there's one around here. And there is. That's where we are now. So we're going to head in there and buy our Teddy Graham little cookies to go on top of the cupcakes. Right, Betty? Let's go. Share just quickly what we picked up. So I did get some cups. I opted for a more neutral color because a lot of the blues and greens and yellows were just a bit too bright for my liking. So I got these cups along with these sort of craft paper napkins. I thought these would still look nice with the teddy bear colors that we have. And then I also got a pair of these tongs to use for the watermelon. And then I got a couple flower sets. There is this like a mustard yellow rose that I think will match really well along with this white. I also got 2 watermelons and I did not find mini water bottles, so I'll have to go out again tomorrow to find those at a different store. Oh, and I also didn't find the teddy bear cookies. They did not have them at Bulk Barn, so I wonder, the other one that I've been to is a little bit bigger, so I will go there tomorrow like I already planned. Oh, there was one more thing though. I almost forgot this little teddy bear cookie cutter that I got to cut the watermelon with, to have teddy bear shaped watermelon. And then also that way you don't have to worry about the rind and like having a trash can or something for people to put them in, because they'll just eat the whole thing. There will be no rind. Well, that is everything. And let's go ahead and arrange these flowers and see how they all look together. We are just getting ready to head out here. We're gonna run a couple more errands that we didn't finish yesterday. And we're just about to head out the door. And I'm really excited to pick up the balloons and see what they look like. It is a beautiful rainy day, so it's quite drizzly. I'm excited to get out of the house for a little bit and then come back here and enjoy a cozy time of crafting, some things to put together for decorations. We have some tidying up to do as always. And then I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to ice the cupcakes and do some final touches. And we already have enough to do today. So, you ready to go? Let's go! Get some things for your birthday! This is your last day before you turn 1! Well, we are back home again and I will show you what we got. I'm glad that we did find the Honey Graham teddy bears. So we have all these ready for our cupcakes. And I like these ones because they are a pretty good size for a cupcake topper. So this is gonna be really cute. And then, of course, we had to stop into the thrift store because it wasn't too far away. And I got a couple of things. I went looking for baskets. I've been trying to find more baskets for Danny's toys. And I got one. They did have a number of cute ones, but I didn't want to just get a bunch, and this one caught my eye because of the handle, and I like that it just looks kind of like a picnic basket. Actually, I might even use this for the party. I didn't even think about that, but this would be cute to put some things in. Maybe we could like put the cups and napkins and plates in here. Also about the plates, I didn't buy any yesterday because I remembered I already had some at home that are white, so we'll just use those. I love to use what I have if I can. So I think this will actually be a cute addition to the party. And I got Danny this little shirt. This is so cute. He doesn't have much red. I typically go for greens and blues, but this is more of like a maroon, which I thought was cute. I always love stripes for little boys. I think that is so sweet. And the size is actually 9 to 12 months, but it is Zara, which I pretty much always grab when I see it. It's 9 to 12 months, but it looks pretty big, and I feel like their clothes do fit bigger, so this will probably fit him. Like, I think it'll be even big on him now, but definitely later in the summer will fit. And it was $2.29. And then the last thing that I got, I hummed and hawed about this, and I did decide to purchase it. This was $7.49, and it is this shelf. It's kind of hard to show all of it. I really liked the dark wood. It does look like it's been stained this color. And I like the, I don't know, the border, the details on the edge. And what I'm thinking is using this at our coffee bar, because I have been wanting to update the coffee bar for quite a while now. It just always feels cluttered to me, and I feel like it's our mugs because we have quite a number of them that we really do use, especially when we have people over. Some we keep in our cupboard, but a lot we like to display there, and it's just been feeling cluttered. So hopefully this will help.
never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations, oh. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.